Alrighty guys, I promise this will be the last tracker and axle video ever on the channel. I'm so sick of it. So check it out. This is what happens when you install the wrong axle. Finally guys, third member is here, gear set up, locker installed. Huge shout out to Arkansas Gear and Axle. They had this thing, I think I dropped this housing off to them, I want to say yesterday. And so a day later they called me and said, hey, your stuff is good to go and it is all set up. So huge shout out to them. I'll put their card on the screen right now. And so, long story short, got another axle. Since the tracker axle is a Mazda axle, I think that's been recapped already. And this is a 97 Tacoma axle. It is the right width. It had a different center section than all the parts I already bought. So I needed a different center section to put in here. I found an 81 axle. Got it out of, where did I get that? About an hour away. A gentleman named Ben had it posted on Marketplace. Here's that one, and I didn't use this one because it's too narrow. So I used this center section, put it in my 97 housing to replace my Mazda rear end. Wow, what a recap. So anyways, let's get to work. Well guys, it's been a minute and I totally forgot to push play on the camera. But we got the axle up on jack stands, pulled the shafts out. The next thing to do is going to be pulling these inner axle seals out. So yeah, let's go ahead and try to get those things pulled out. This one's for the ladies. Okay, it's so heavy. It's heavy. Woo! 106. Alrighty guys, so here we have it, axle out. Pretty easy, actually very easy. Next thing is I need to get all the tabs welded on here. Hopefully I can spin my computer up and I saved a lot of these tabs. If not, we can recreate them. So that's basically what's up next, is start cutting some tabs. Alrighty guys, that's where I'm calling it quits for tonight. Basically ready for tabs tomorrow. So hopefully we can get this thing welded in and start painting it tomorrow. So that's the goal. We'll see what happens. Alright guys, so mostly all tacked together. Really the last thing I gotta do is I was gonna try to remake these or make them. These were cut off the original tracker rear axle, and I just reused them, and it works great, but I think it's gonna be a pain in the butt to cut off of there. So I suppose I will get started on that and see if I can't reuse these, because that would be the easiest way to get this thing all set up. So yeah, one thing left, and it's just these, and then really I can take it back out and start painting it. So let's go. Okay guys, one of the last things I gotta do is the old vent was right here. The Mazda one was on the other side, so I kind of have all my hoses and everything for the vent already routed. So also this was in the way of where I wanted to put the towers or whatever you want to call these. So we are going to drill a new one somewhere in this range for venting the housing. So that is probably the last thing before I kind of throw some paint on this thing. So let's get to getting. All right, guys, new day, and let's get this thing installed. So pretty much ready to go in. Yeah, let's get to work. All right, so we have it all complete. It is all rebolted in. The brakes have been bled. We got the vent tube hooked up. Everything is back to 100%. And this is actually going to be the first test drive with the actual gears that I wanted in there, the 571s. So we went from like 383s, I think, to 571s. So I'm hoping I notice an increase in acceleration. And hopefully it doesn't feel so underpowered. So, but let's, it looks like it's gonna rain, so I might put this thing in the garage real quick, and then we'll take it for a ride here in a bit. Alrighty, guys, let's, I got the GPS speedometer. I'm hoping that my speedometer is more accurate. I have Stella on board. And we're just gonna run around the block, probably around town, may even stop and get some food. So let's see how she does. All right, it feels like it has way more power. It's nicer. You can really feel all 95 horsepowers. Alright guys, that is going to be it for this episode. The tracker is back up and going. We have our first little trip planned next weekend to Mulberry Mountain. So we're going to go up there to kind of do some just fun little two-tracking, real easy stuff. We'll have Macy with us, but it'll be a good spot to give it a test run. So, but hey guys, that is a wrap on today's video. Hey, if you guys like this one, subscribe, like, do all that good stuff, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks. In addition to all that, I still got a bunch of extra footage just kind of floating around, so I'm going to put it right after this. So enjoy.